Hey guys, just got to Sea Space in Newquay and we are going to try out the gym for the first time. Now, I have legit gym anxiety. I'm not really a gym girly. I love running and I don't mind a class, but actually going to the gym does actually fill me with quite a lot of anxiety because I don't really spend a lot of time in these places, and I won't lie, I don't know how to use half of the machines. And I think it's just that fear of like walking into a space and being the person that doesn't know where things are, and then that like drawing attention to yourself, which is really funny because there's a lot of things in life that I don't really care about drawing attention to myself with. I have a YouTube channel. I post content online all of the time, and I have been solo traveling. I've stayed in hostels with strangers, but there's something about a gym. There's something about a gym that really does put the fear of God into me. And I thought, enough's enough. I don't want to let this get me anymore to the point where like I can't actually join a gym. So we've joined the Sea Space gym. They have a lovely health club here, and I spent a lot of time, as you will have probably seen in these vlogs, at Sea Space's cafe working because it's such a lovely work environment. So I thought it would be good to have like a one-stop shop for myself to do my work and then also tag on exercise and fitness, because that is something I really want to find a bit of balance with. Sometimes with freelancing, I feel like you can have a week where you're like, okay, great, I can have work-life balance. I can go for this run in the middle of the afternoon because that's how my meetings have worked, and like I can work in the evening, great. And then there's other weeks where it's like I literally feel like I cannot step away from the laptop. And I think by having a spot where I can come to work and then literally think, right, I've got 20 minutes, like I can do a 20-minute run on the treadmill or just book a class straight after work. So I'm literally like laptop shut, go right into the class and then come home, and then that's like the evening. I think it's just going to be so much easier for myself. So we're going to give it a go. It's a really lovely space. I'll try and show you. It's quite a small gym, but again, I think that helps ease my gym anxiety because it's not a huge space. There's not tons and tons of people. It's relatively quiet. They did show me around last week and it was really, really quiet. And then they've also got a list of classes, including like Pilates, yoga, strength, cardio classes, that kind of thing. And then they also have a really beautiful swimming pool, but I actually haven't signed up to the gym membership that includes the pool, just because I think I want to give the actual gym and classes side of things a go. And then I reckon in the winter months, maybe when things quieten down, just like socially as well, and when it's like darker evenings and a bit more depressing and I'm probably less likely to be going for sea swims, then I will maybe up my membership to include the pool. I think it's just so much better to pick a gym that you're actually going to go to, and that in itself will work out cheaper in the long run, because if I spend less money on a gym down the other side of town where I'm not going to end up going because I'm going to have these obstacles in place, whereas with this I'm kind of habit stacking. So the habit being that I come here a lot to work, and then stacking my fitness onto that is going to make things so much easier. Enough rambling, I am absolutely stalling going into this gym, but let's go check it out together and see what it's all about. Well, I would call that a success. I went to the gym. I didn't run away. I managed 5k on the treadmill. Absolutely awful. There's something about running on a treadmill that's just not the one. It's like the time goes so slow, whereas when you're on a run, like out and about, I personally just find I'm distracted with things, or I'm thinking about the route that I'm taking, but literally every second of that I was just staring at the little kilometer thing just going up by like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and I was like, oh my god, this is dull. And then I had a bit of a go on some of the machines. It was super quiet in there. There was literally like 2 other people in the gym at the whole hour that I was in there. Also, I kind of got my timings a bit messed up. I don't know what I was quite thinking leaving the house at 2:30 to go do a gym session and then go and get a coffee and work like it's the middle of the day, because actually by the time I got there, got my pass on my phone and everything, you know, looked around, got my bearings. It was 3 o'clock, and by the time I finished my session it was 4, and the Sea Space Cafe closes at 4. So my plan to finish the gym, have a coffee, sit and do my work on my laptop has gone completely out of the window. I've ended up just driving home, and it's now 5 to 5. And I have so much work left to do, but it's okay, it's fine, because hey, I'm very, very fortunate that I actually can just think at 2:30 p.m, you know what, I'm going to go do my gym session. I just need to be a bit more organised, because today was not the one. I am going to be working this weekend anyway, because I had yesterday off, swapped basically Wednesday for Saturday. So that is going to be fine. I've still got 2 days of the working week left to catch up on things, and I'm hoping that next week I can have a bit more of a structure. I feel like I need a day just to get my ducks in a row, because quite frankly my ducks are feral. There's no organisation going on at the moment, and I'm letting myself have grace for that, because I'm taking on a lot of new things. I've got a few new clients, I'm doing this YouTube thing, I'm joining the gym, I'm trying to like basically get my life into a place where it's not, where work-life balance is a thing basically. And there's always going to be a bit of a friction point when you're trying to get a new routine started. So I'm going to be kind to myself. It's okay. Good morning. It is 7:51 precisely, and I am going to run club. I'm so tired. I did not want to get out of bed this morning, but the sun is shining, and I haven't been to run club in like 2 weeks maybe, for various reasons out of my control, sort of. Off to pick up Caitlin first, and then we're off to run club, and then I have packed my swim stuff just in case we go for a dip after, but I'm not sure. The weather is looking like it will be turning later, which is okay. It would be nice if it stayed dry for the run club. I feel like I need to do a little running update, because I haven't done that on here yet. A year ago, I did not own a running vest. I did not own any running trainers. You wouldn't have caught me dead up at this hour in the morning on a Saturday doing a run voluntarily. Honestly, I think I was influenced. I think I was influenced by all the fitness influencers on Instagram doing their morning runs and then having their little coffees. And I thought, what is it about running that everyone seems to love? Everyone was talking about the runner's high, and I thought to myself, well, actually, I'm about to enter this period of like uncertainty financially with going self-employed, and also I was going to be doing some traveling, so I was thinking about ways that I could stay fit without having to join a gym. And I thought to myself, running is actually free, and you don't need a gym membership to do it. You can do it anywhere in the world. So that's when I started Couch to 5k. I downloaded the app, and I haven't looked back since, to be honest. That was in October last year, so what, that was like maybe 9 months ago. Couch to 5k took me a while. I did it when I got back from Europe. That's when I started it. I also trained while I was in California, but I think because I was enjoying myself in California and going to a lot of the different vineyards in Napa, and you know, just road trips and like making the most of the time, which is absolutely the right thing to do, I found that my progress and consistency was a little off, because there were certain days where like I had a run planned, and then we'd go to a vineyard all day and drink wine, and I wasn't running the next day. So yeah, it took a while, and then also like acclimatizing to the heat there as well was a thing. It took me a while to finish Couch to 5k. Honestly, it took me about from October to end of January. I think it's meant to take you like 9 weeks. My math isn't mathing there. I'm sure it took me longer than that. Maybe I started it in September. Anyway, it took me a bit longer than normal, but I'm glad I stuck with it, because when I finished my first 5k, I felt like I had conquered the world. Honestly, there was a time when I did my first run on Couch to 5k, and it was 60 seconds of running, and I couldn't even finish it. To be able to run consistently for 30 minutes without stopping seemed like a literal pipe dream to me. Literally could not recommend Couch to 5k enough if you're thinking about starting running and you are a complete beginner, which is what I was. And also it just like builds your confidence with like going out and about running as well, because I think that was something I was, I don't know, self-conscious about, or just felt like I hadn't done it before. And it's basically like that with anything with the unknown. you have to kind of do something to get over that fear, like dip your toe in. So that's what I did. And then when I finished Couch to 5k, I just started doing, like, trying to do regular 5ks, and I got up to 10k as my PB for distance. I am a very slow runner as well. I do not do it for time. I don't even look at the time really. It's more about the distance for me and like achieving that, and also just like the joy of the run. But one of the goals I set when I started running was that I wanted to join a run club when I could confidently do a 5k by myself, and that's exactly what I did a month ago. I joined this run club when I moved to the Newquay area. I would just say to anyone thinking about it, go with the Couch to 5k app. It's incredible, and literally, I know this sounds so cliche, but if I can do it, literally I truly believe anyone could do it, because I can't tell you how unfit, unmotivated, and like just such a beginner I was, and also so anxious about going out for the runs and thinking that people would be looking at me and feeling stupid, not knowing like what I should be wearing, all of those things. I would just say, like, please persevere through that barrier and know that like no one is looking at you, and if anyone is looking at you, they are probably admiring you and being like, wow, look at that girl go, she is out on a run this morning and I am. Really wish I could do that. That's what I think when I look at runners anyway. I almost want to, like, when I drive past people running now, I want to put my window down and be like, go, keep going, but obviously that's a bit weird. I'll try and vlog a little bit of the run club. If not, I will catch up with you guys later. Run club completed, and I am just gonna head down to Porth Beach now for a little dip while I'm still hot and sweaty from the run, and hopefully the cold water won't hit me so hard. There's something so satisfying about getting up early and like getting the run done. Let's go for a dip. I think we might need to cut and run before heavens open, but it's been such a nice morning. That's actually my first post-run swim, and I will be doing more of those because that really refreshed me. Like, I didn't even feel the cold whatsoever. No regrets. This is my actual dream Saturday morning. If every morning could be like this, I'd be a very happy girly. Top tip for anyone going for a sea swim after a run: pack some different shoes. I literally never buy ice cream, but I've been having a wild craving for a Magnum for literally days now, so I picked some up, but my god, they're expensive. I went for the flavour that was on offer because, quite frankly, £4.50 for 3 ice creams is extortionate. But these are going straight in the freezer and I'll probably have one later, and I'm very much looking forward to that little sweet treat. Post-run poachies. Today is my 30th birthday. It's the 23rd of July and I'm 30. A new decade. Very excited for it, to be quite honest. Also very tired. Booked a yoga class for this morning and we're just gonna have a lovely, lovely day. I can't even describe how happy I am right now to be sat on a beach on my birthday. That's all I wanted, and it's so hit and miss every year if it's going to be sunny or if it's going to rain, especially with the unpredictable Cornish weather. The last few days have just been really rainy as well, so I kind of just made my peace with the fact that I'd have to be doing all of the activities that I wanted to do on my birthday indoors. But actually the sun has just made this like shock appearance, and the fact that I am actually sat on a beach on my birthday, on my 30th birthday, I'm so happy. I couldn't wish for a better day, to be honest. So I'm going to read my book, have a little chill for an hour, and then Caitlin is meeting me for lunch, which will be really nice. I don't know where we're going to go yet. We were going to do Winnie and the Wave, but they're actually closed today because they're refurbing, which is a bit annoying, but can't be helped. So I think maybe we might go to the bagel place at Lusty Glaze. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just so happy. I'm so happy I'm on the beach. Yay! Off to a shoot today, a very last minute shoot, may I add. This client basically wants some help to elevate her social media presence. We're going to capture some fun stuff today. It's going to be good. It's been quite a last minute shoot, as I said. It was only popped in the diary 2 days ago. Honestly, this week and the last week have been utter chaos in a good sense. You know, you always want to be busy as a freelancer, but it really has been like, I don't know, everyone in Cornwall and their dog wants some help with social media, which is great news for me. So it's Saturday morning and I'm not going to lie, I'm having a bit of a slow one. I was meant to get out for a run this morning, but it is now 9, well, it's basically 10 o'clock and I haven't got out yet. I am dressed, ready to go. It's just the rain is hit and miss and I'm kind of hoping it's going to dry up so I can go a little bit later. I actually launched this channel yesterday, so you're seeing this weeks later, but I posted about my new YouTube venture on Instagram and it was fine. It was absolutely fine. It's so funny. This is the one thing out of all the content that I create, starting a business, going solo traveling, all of the scary things that I've done in the last year, this has been one of the scariest and I don't know why. I think it's just putting yourself out there is always a bit daunting, and that, as I said in the video that I posted on Instagram, the fear of judgment is real and it's a very valid feeling as well that I think a lot of us experience day to day. But yeah, I was worrying for nothing. I really was, because as suspected, the people who get YouTube, you guys, are here watching it and enjoying it, and that's great. The friends that care about me are supporting me, which is lovely, and anyone else that doesn't get YouTube or maybe thinks that this is like just not their cup of tea, is they're not bothering to watch 30 minutes of me. Like, why would you sit and watch 30 minutes of me? If you are sitting here watching 30 minutes of me and laughing at me and judging, like, crack on. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been so kind and made me feel like it wasn't a ridiculous idea. And now I feel like I can really melt into it and just enjoy vlogging and not really worry. So today I'm just going to finish this tea and then I'm going to get out on a run. I'm going to force myself out. And then we have a little bit of work to do. So I think I vlogged bits and bobs of my shoot at Melancoos with Mindfit Cornwall earlier in the week. I am going to edit that content because they basically need a really quick turnaround. I wouldn't normally do like client work on a Saturday. I do tend to do a lot of my own content creation stuff at the weekend, but given the nature of this client and the fact that they need this turned around really quickly for an event and I took on the job kind of knowing that. I'm happy to do it. So we'll do a bit of editing, and then I've got my birthday dinner tonight with a few of my close friends, which I'm really looking forward to. We're going to the Plume of Feathers in Mitchell, which I'm very excited to try. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. I don't think I've even had a check-in with you guys about my birthday, because it was the best day I could have had. I genuinely had the best 30th birthday on the actual day. I mean, the celebrations are still going on, but everyone just made me feel so loved and special. And I think it was one of those birthdays where you could easily worry, am I doing enough? Am I marking the occasion the right way? People do big things for their 30ths, or like those milestone birthdays. There's just more pressure than maybe like when I turned 29 versus when I turned 30. There's just seems to be a lot more pressure on that kind of birthday. But honestly, I had the best day. I literally woke up in the morning, had a really chilled out morning, went to yoga, and then I went to the beach and just listened to my music, read my book for an hour, and then my friend Caitlin met me and we went down to Lusty Glaze for pizza on the beach. The weather showed up. Like, I am so thankful to whoever's up there who gave me sunshine on my 30th birthday, because that's kind of all I wanted to do, was sit on the beach and be in the sun. So to be able to do that on my birthday, I was so grateful for. And yeah, we just had the best afternoon, and then I drove over to the Lizard to see my mum and dad and my dog and my cat, and we had a lovely time just relaxing. Mum baked the most amazing caramel cake. It was unreal. There's still a bit left downstairs. Me and my housemate are trying to like work our way through it, so it's definitely like cake every day this week. And yeah, we just had a lovely evening. Mum cooked some dinner, and then I headed home because I had a job the next day at the shoot in Newquay. But yeah, it was a wonderful birthday. I genuinely had the best time. I'm so raring to go for my 30s. Anyway, I am procrastinating. Let's go for a run. Let's get it done before I talk myself out of it. Okay, I've parked up. I really don't want to go for this run. What is wrong with me at the moment? I honestly cannot get back into running. I'm trying to set myself a goal of going for 2 5Ks a week, and I have already done one. I did one on Tuesday evening in the gym, or was it the evening? I don't know. I did one on Tuesday anyway, on the treadmill, and it was pretty dull. And I did say to myself at the weekend, it's okay, because the other 5K that we do, we're going to do it outside in the fresh air with the beautiful scenery. It's going to be great. Here we are. It is the weekend. Do I want to go? Absolutely not. I am dressed. I have my running vest on. I have parked. I've done the hard bit. The trainers are on. The stretches have been done. But I just really don't want to go. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm not going to have driven here and vlogged all this and not go on this run, but I'm just letting you guys know that I don't want to do it. We're going to aim for a 5K, but I'm also just going to see how it goes. Do you know what? I think it's the weather as well. It's just like, it keeps stopping and starting raining, and I'd rather it just either rained or it didn't. Like, I'm even contemplating maybe doing another treadmill run, because the treadmill runs are so dull, but they are easy if you're just trying to get your run done, because you just turn up to the gym, get on the treadmill, you plod along until you're done. Whereas when you're running out in the wild, I feel like you have to think about where you're going, like the directions you're taking, cars, traffic, people, the wind in your face. I don't know. There's just a lot more to think about in running outside than there is with an indoor run. But yeah, anyway, I'm just being silly. I need to just get my headphones in, get the tunes going, and just put one foot in front of the other. That always works for me. And I often find the runs where I feel like this at the beginning are always the best ones. So yeah, let's just get it done. I'll check in with you guys when I'm finished. Done it. We did it. I'm going to keep this really brief because I've had to turn the aircon off to do this video so you guys can hear me, and I am so warm right now there was me moaning about the weather when I set off, and now I'm going to moan in the other direction that the sun came out, and my God, I had to dig deep to finish that run. But as predicted, that was one of my favourite runs of the month, I would say, because it was one that I didn't want to do. And I just feel like when you don't want to do something, you've got the lowest expectations. So let this be a lesson. If you want to have a good run, go for a run when you don't want to go for a run. That would be my advice. Oh my goodness, but we did 5k. It was really good. I would say the first 3k, 3.5 arguably, were fine. And that's really good for me because recently I have been going on runs out in Newquay and only managing like 2k before I have to stop. And then I'm like, it's just stop start for the rest of it. So to get to 3.5k before I hit that wall was amazing. And then it only got to about 4k, maybe just past 4k, where I actually was like, okay, I've got to stop start now because the heat is just getting to me. And you know, when you start to feel a bit like, whoo, okay, I could fall over right now. But it's amazing progress from where I was like last month after I moved house, and then just my running took a nosedive because I was navigating, finding my way and like new routes and stuff like that. And now I've joined a gym. I do actually think my treadmill run helped with that run, because on my treadmill runs I don't stop, and it seems to be easier because, like I was saying, whilst it's dull as there's no distractions, whereas when I'm out and about, it's like, I don't know, I think it's a little bit of anxiety as well, where you're like, oh wait, should I go this way, should I go that way? You know, you might run past a group of people and you're like, oh, like you're just aware, you know, whereas in the gym it's just like straight plodding. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm a sweaty mess now, so I am gonna go home, shower, do some of that editing I was telling you guys about, and then I'll probably catch up with you as I'm getting ready for my birthday dinner, which is sounding dreamy right about now. After running 5k, going for a 3-course meal, and you best believe I'm getting 3 courses. Sounds absolutely just what I need tonight. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit when I'm less sweaty. Hey guys, I am ready for dinner. I'm very excited. I was actually thinking as I was getting ready though, how times have changed. A few years ago, it would have been perfectly normal for me to be getting my makeup done and getting ready at 6 p.m. to leave the house after dark. Whereas now it gets to 6 p.m. and I'm lucky if my makeup is still on my face and I'm not in my pajamas. But of course I am looking forward to tonight and very excited to see my girls and have a good catch up and eat some lovely food. I have bought a new dress from Nobody's Child, so you can sort of see it here. I can show you guys. A maxi dress, cute little stretchy bit at the top here, comes out, also has pockets, can we just? And then I was going to pair it with this little bag here, which I think I actually got this in Rome, but it's cute, it's got a little bee on it, and yeah, it matches, I don't know if you can see, like the orange in this dress. The dress was actually in the summer sale, which was great because Nobody's Child isn't the cheapest brand, but they do have really good quality dresses. I've got a few of their pieces, and yeah, it's always great when you get it in the sale. I will try and vlog little bits and pieces, but I'm definitely going to be putting my phone down and trying to be present with my friends. So I'll probably try and share a little bit of the food and a little sneak preview of the place, but yeah, won't be vlogging too much. So I guess I'll catch up with you guys later or tomorrow. Morning guys, it's the next day. I had the loveliest birthday dinner yesterday. Honestly, just left feeling like, oh, my AirPods are still in here. I've been looking for these for ages. Thought I'd lost them. I digress. I had the best birthday, honestly. I feel so lucky, and just being with my friends last night, they made me feel so special. We had amazing food. They surprised me with a little birthday cake. I just feel so blessed to have such lovely friends going into my 30s. And we've all just been through a lot together, and yeah, they just mean the world to me. So I had the best time. But I am actually gonna sign this vlog off now and gonna try and get this edited as quickly as possible. But thank you so much if you have made it this far through the video. If you've loved watching, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.